eye is going to be delicious because they have been in the business for over 50 years of making amazing seafood for picky chefs like Chef Rick Roman.
That's right.
And for restaurants. So we're offering a 5.5-ounce country style wild haddock. Couldn't resist, could you?
Could not resist.
You get 12 of them for $119.98. So you're talking about $10 an entree. And if you think about it, when you go into the delicious seafood restaurants,
yes.
if they've got a special for, let's say, wild haddock on the menu, you're not getting it for $10. There's usually, a premium cost for something like this, right? Just a few more pennies than that.
Yeah, you know what? First of all, you said Anderson Seafood, the 50 years of experience, picky chefs like myself, but this is wild caught haddock. I love it because haddock is in the cod family, so it's a white flesh fish, so it's mild in flavor, but it's meaty in texture. And what we did is we put our country style preparation, which is cheddar cheese, bacon, and potato crusted over the fish. So it's one of our most popular customer items. People, I love reading reviews, and you can see that perfect crust with a little bit of potato, just a little bit of bacon for that smokiness, and a little bit of cheddar for that creaminess. It's like this great expression.
When you think about it, and we only have about 500 of these to go around, never do you think like, oh, let me put some cheese on my fish, because that's not typically a combo, but when you do it this way in the breading, it's perfect. And what I also want to point out is how thin that bread or breading to crust to fish ratio is. It is a very thin layer, so it just adds some flavor. And I think it helps with the moistness of the fish, too.
I'm so glad you said that. So first of all, tell me what you think when you taste it. But it kind of insulates the fish. So when you bake this, you get that crust, keeps the fish from drying out, and then it saves you the trouble. When you buy, hey, I want to eat fish, but I don't know how to cook it. Everything has been done. This comes to you individually flash frozen. So all you have to do is take it from the freezer, cut this open. You can put this in an air fryer for about 12 to 14 minutes from frozen. If you do it in a traditional oven, I'm going to say it's about 18 minutes. But the last minute or two, put the broiler on, it gets it nice and crispy. But I like what you said, the ratio of the crust, and I love the fact that it's wild caught, and you see the quality of the fish, the color, and look at how beautiful and thick that fillet is. It's not some
a 5.5-ounce fillet is going to be very filling. And then, so I want to go back to what you said a moment ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
From the freezer.
From the freezer.
To the air fryer, to your table in
14 minutes.
14 minutes. I mean, on a Wednesday, hump day, when you're like, oh my gosh,
exactly.
I forgot to take something out.
Oh, yeah.
You get home, you've got these in your freezer, individually flash frozen.
Right. Yep.
You throw this in your air fryer, 15 minutes later, everybody is eating dinner. That's why they're so popular. And Mike, do we have auto delivery with this? Oh, we do. Okay.
Oh, excellent.
So, and what is that? Can you tell me, because I don't have it written down. Auto delivery comes every 60 days, is that right? Every 60 days? Oh, 90. Okay, 90 days for 1 year. So that's good if you want to lock in to get these on the auto delivery. That way you'll have them in the freezer. And if you're thinking, gosh, this would be a wonderful, like, Fish Friday starting today is the beginning of the Lenten season with Ash Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. A
lot of folks shift to fish on Fridays. This would be a perfect one to have in the freezer, and you can have it prepared in just minutes. So
look at this sandwich.
As you're looking at this, I'd encourage you again, call 1-800-345-1515 to place your order for this. That looks delicious.
That's a fish sandwich. And you can see the little bits of bacon, the little bits of cheese, and then that crispy potato crust. Oh, that's a great shot. So every bite, you get a little smokiness of the bacon, a little creaminess of the cheese, that crunch of the potato, and then you get this wild-caught haddock, which is such a beautiful flavor because the fish is not a heavy fish flavor,
fishy,
but it's got such a nice meaty texture. So it's such a satisfying thing. So whether you want to do a sandwich like I did here, if you want to do a center of the plate entree, you could actually cut this up into pieces, put it over a salad if you want.
Love it.
And there's 12 pieces. I mean, so think about that. This could be 6 dinners for 2. It could be a dinner for 6. You want to have a large group. So you can do this any way you want because they're individually frozen.
I love, too, that whenever I choose fish as an entree, I just feel like it's a lighter choice for me. So when you're looking to change it up and do a little something, having a little food fatigue, want to add some fresh flavor to it, this is a good one. It's perfectly seasoned. The flavor is right on. And I know I'm not a fish preparer. Most of the time, if we're having fish, my husband is the one that's fixing it.
Okay.
Because I'm not comfortable with how much salt to put on, how much pepper, what kind of seasoning, what kind of breading. It's already done for you. You don't have to worry about it. The skin's gone, the bones are gone. It is just the perfect breaded filet. Put it in the air fryer. In 15 minutes, you're eating dinner.
And here's, you said it's a smart choice. You know why? Guess what? What if I told you the entire piece of fish with that coating and everything, 200 calories, 22 grams of protein. So you're actually getting a savory, delicious, wild-caught fish entree, and you're not breaking the calorie bank. And you can just see that crust. I mean, I got to tell you, this is something I love reading the reviews because the customers just love the combination of the flavor and the quality of the fish that you get. And it's something that you don't have to plan for. You literally take it out of the freezer and you have a
That's my
entree.
favorite part.
I love it.
It's delicious. So we have about 400 left. Don't forget about the auto delivery. Lock into it, and that way you have this in the freezer, and you'll always be able to go in and just grab something.
Yeah.
I mean, not for anything. Who's cleaning, deboning, and taking the skin off fish nowadays? Nobody.
No,
I'm not doing that. This way, it's already done for you.
Think about this. You would have to chop the bacon, shred the cheddar cheese, shred the potatoes. All of that's been done there. And you see that crust. Now, I'm just going to flip this over. You're going to say, hey, the reason the bottom is clean is because you put that onto the tray. So you don't lose any of that crust. A lot of times you put it on both sides, you end up losing half of it anyway. So it's this beautiful crust on top. The fish is still the star, but you get the accent of the flavors.
It's moist and flavorful. It's got that nice texture on the outside. And once again, these are going to come to you frozen, individually
frozen.
packed. So when you see them, again, that's what it looks like when it comes to you. You take it out of this package, put it in that air fryer, 15 minutes later, you're enjoying a delicious fish that really is probably going to blow your mind when you taste the flavor. We've got baked potatoes coming up a little bit later on from Kansas City. That with this would be a perfect meal.
You're ready to go.
That's right.
Steam a little broccoli and you're good to go. You're set. Oh, I tell you, I love the flavor. I love the little smokiness of the bacon. It goes so well with the fish.
What I love is every time I see you doing this presentation and I watch you kind of scarf it down, and you're a chef and you do, I mean, he's a chef and a restaurateur. He goes to restaurants all over our area to compare meals, and I ran into you and your wife a couple of weeks ago. This man is all about the food, and when I watch you scarf this down, I'm like, okay, you know this is good. If Rick Roman likes it,
it's quality control, right?
It's Rick Roman approved, so I'm all for it. Thank you so much for bringing it.
Thank you.
80695 is your item number. You get 12 5.5-ounce country style wild haddock for $119.98 and 3 easy pays. Now, of course, I put that last bite in my mouth.